Kansas City Royals is like they're like one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have the top record. It belongs to the Washington Nationals now.
Yeah, so that was tough. So hopefully they'll get back on track with the next series. Maryland, we got some local sports, collegiate to report. The Maryland lacrosse. Let's shout out the Maryland lacrosse team. They are in the NCAA tournament, and they...
Hey, this is Mark, just a bit outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen to us every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Alright.
Wow. This week.
What's up?
Salacious couch. Oh shit. Are y'all sure y'all wanted to join us, cozy up with us tonight? I hope you are. You're ready, because we
we got a lot
to discuss
today.
Oh my gosh. What a week.
Absolutely.
What a week.
There's definitely been some ups and downs this week.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, a vacation is in order. A staycation. I ain't gotta go nowhere. I just need to turn
I'm telling you, a girl's trip is definitely in the works. Like, we have definitely
we've got to do that, because like it's just so much going on, and like I'm trying to juggle the balls I had and add a couple new ones. You know, like the shit gets real.
Oh man,
it's called adulting.
Yeah,
it's like adulting 2.0 right now.
You see,
it's like how
adulting gets worse when you get late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, I think it does. Like, I think there is definitely like a shift, because adulting was tough always. Like, from the minute I moved out my parents' house, adulting was tough. But like these days, I'm like, shucks. Was it really that bad living with mommy and daddy? Like, maybe I need to rethink this whole grown thing.
Yeah, about that.
But man said it's called grown and sexy. Ain't nothing sexy about being an adult.
Right. Like, it's just not to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, for those of you who do not know us, this may be your first time tuning into Salacious Couch. You haven't met the fearsome trio here. You know, to my far right, and the lovely Ravens gear representing Baltimore.
That's right.
All day. We're coming back next
It's still
season.
Raven Nation.
It's still Raven Nation. We got the Brahma Bull.
What's going on, everybody?
And to my close and intimate right, one of my favorite people in the whole world. This is Tay The G.
And to my immediate left, the wonderful, the illustrious, the salacious living legend herself, Miss Dr. Wren.
I'm so happy to be here again. I'm happy to be
Always.
Oh,
And we will be communing in the next segment when I break out that wine in these beautiful wine glasses.
Yeah, because we have to have wine.
Always.
We also have a
cocktail.
special guest coming.
Ooh.
They had to go grab something to eat real fast.
Well,
I hope you tell him to bring the whole something to eat. Cause
I mean, unless you want a 7-Eleven hot dog.
No.
Yeah, that's...
No, I can't eat that trash.
I'll wait for better things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tonight's topic.
Oh my God, are y'all ready? Because like...
We got a couple topics today.
We got a couple topics today. But I've been thinking about the one topic, the one we said last week on the show. I've been thinking about that shit all week. Because that's just...
I fell in love with my side piece.
You fell in love with your side piece.
I mean, not me personally, but but that's just...
It happens. It happens. So we are going to talk about falling in love with the side piece.
But our first topic that we're just gonna touch on a little bit because it seems to be mainstream media right now.
The hot topic
the hot topic
America.
is
trending topic.
Yeah, like
R.
how
Kelly.
could we not talk about
Of course, you know
R.
we're gonna
Kelly?
address R. Kelly, and I have been, well, not me per se so much. Most people, I guess, they ignore me because I have out of the box thinking, but you can't deny my reasoning. It's very logical how I feel about the whole entire situation. And
Do share.
okay, the whole R. Kelly situation, this whole docu-series.
Docu-series.
I never watched it. I refuse to watch it. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I feel that they are vilifying R. Kelly. He is the next person to be vilified. Meanwhile, you have his white counterparts in the media, like who, Kevin Spade, is that his name?
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey, who's supposed to be getting is in the trial now for touching little boys, but he's not blasted all over the news, all over the media. No one's doing a docu-series on all of these white bigwigs who have been touching little boys for years, or these priests,
Catholic Church,
who have been touching little kids for years. But here we have R. Kelly, and he is being vilified. Now, here we go. Don't be disrespectful. Because if you get disrespectful, I will come at you. I'm not sending for you, but if you have something to say, please feel free to say it. Just don't get disrespectful. Now, I personally feel like these women are not victims. There were only 2 children as of known to this day who were minors. That was Aaliyah and the pee-pee chick.
Right.
That's it. Those 2. They were the only 2 that were minors. Now, the legal age of consent is 16. You know, even now to this day, when these hot-ass women see these superstars, they see dollar signs. So they know what they're getting themselves into when they're going up to these hotel rooms. They know what they're getting themselves into when they're going to these parties, and they're trying to get a little dick. They're trying to catch a bag. That's what it is.
I agree, but like, I just thought to myself, I put myself in the position because Aaliyah and I were the same age. We grew up together pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, we're in the same range. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I thought to myself, like, would I have had the wherewithal to be able to walk away from certain situations that some of the women described? Like, the idea of pedophilia, not that I'm accusing him, because I'm not, the idea of pedophilia is very disturbing for me.
Yes, but wait, hold up. Now, think about it when we were teenagers. When we were teenagers, all the girls around our age were dating older men.
Of course.
Why were they dating older men?
Because they had cars and money.
Exactly. They wanted to be kept. Point blank period. So if it was the social norm for that time,
which it was, especially in the 90s.
Now you're bringing this back up and trying to vilify this man as a pedophile when men have constantly been known to be pedophiles. Like, forever. Even look at Ronnie DeVoe and his wife. Now, I think him and Shamari make a beautiful couple, but he is 13 years her senior. 13 years her senior. That is a whole decade. So when she was 10, he was 23. Granted, he started dating her, I guess, when she was about 16 or 17.
But he was still.
And I think that's the point we're trying to make.
That's exactly the point I'm trying to make.
with it.
So they're vilifying this man for a social norm for that time.
Right.
That's first. Because Aaliyah was 16 or 17 when she started dating Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
She was older when she was dating Dash.
She was a little older, but she died at what? 21?
22.
Exactly. Not that far off. Now, let's bring it back. These other women, these grown-ass women talking about that R. Kelly manipulated them and his lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying he was not a sexual deviant. Yes, he was a sexual deviant. Let's be clear.
Now, yeah. I think we all agree on that fact.
But they are vilifying this man for a lifestyle that most people don't understand.
For pedophilia?
No. They're not vilifying him for the pedophilia. They're vilifying him for the whole process. Oh, he manipulated these women. He kidnapped these women. That's a part of BDSM.
True.
It's a part of a lifestyle. Now, again, I'm not saying whether he's guilty or not guilty. I am not a judge. Jesus has been going on since the Roman Empire and before. Exactly. Jesus Christ or God did not come down and give me an application to say, here, fill this out to be a judge. So I ain't judging nobody, including R. Kelly. Will I still listen to his music? Absolutely. When the fuck I walk out of here, I'm gonna be stepping in the name of love. Better believe it.
I think my problem is I've seen women that went through human trafficking. I've seen women that have been molested. I've seen women that's been raped. A lot of these females are not victims. You chose. You didn't know what entailed when you hooked up with this dude.
Right.
And now you're playing the victim. Now I'm not saying because manipulation.
There's a point in there, only as a child, because I think about my own mindset at 14, 15, 16 years old.
Let me.
We're taking away the two.
The takeaway was
children victims.
Everything else was 16 and older. Let's think about this for a second.
So for a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, I can
17,
right? That's when I.
Granted, we make stupid mistakes at 17, but guess what? You still made that choice.
I would still make the choice, but I just wonder, like, if I made the choice and got to a point in the situation where I needed to back out of it, would I have had enough? Because it takes experience to get out of those situations once you've gotten yourself into, you know, at that point, did she maybe become a victim? Because at that point,
in that case,
can she, you know what I mean? Like, does she really have the tools to get out?
But how many people?
Situation?
How many people
that I agree with the
adults that get in situations and don't back out of those?
Exactly.
That's our age, and we still stay in the same situations.
But do you have the tools? Is my point. Just do you have the tools?
When do you get the
like,
tools?
I don't agree that the age of consent should be 16.
I don't agree that when
I really think you don't know enough.
Let me tell you, when I came here, my sister was messing with this one man. She was 16 and he was in his 30s. My mom called the police and explained to them that her daughter was 16, blah, blah, blah. When they came, they said the legal age is consent. The legal age of consent was 16. And there was nothing they can do about it unless she cries rape.
Right.
That bothered me. Again, how can a grown-ass man mess with a child? But I understand why they made the legal age of consent 16, because so many men were catching that pedophile charge for girls who were 16 that looked like they were in their 20s and lying about their age. So it's kind of like a catch-22.
Right.
So you got to go with the lesser of the evil. You have an innocent victim going to jail because someone lied about their age versus a grown man and a 16-year-old wanting to have sex for whatever reason. So again,
and we can't.
I don't like the legal
I guess
consent.
you can't condemn a person for being attracted to someone, and if what they're doing, like I said, like, you know, I just feel like, you know, at some point, men and women, because I'm not just accusing men of this by no stretch of the imagination, because women do it too. They get younger men.
Oh,
you know,
he was going to get
all right, well, hold on. We got to hold that, but we got to go on break.
We're gonna come.
We got to pay some bills.
Yeah, we got to come back to that.
Yeah, we're going to stick on this topic maybe another segment, and then we're going to dive right into our main topic.
All right, got to pay some bills.
So, thank you for staying with us. We'll be right back.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. We were really getting intense here.
Right. I left off. I was questioning whether at 16, do you have the courage, the mental capacity? Have you experienced enough life to be able to get yourself out of that situation after you done fucked up and put yourself in it?
Now, here's the deal with that. Even grown women, even grown men, there's such thing as
adults.
We were talking about gaslighting when we last year,
right?
And gaslighting is a form of abuse in a relationship where one person takes control. Now, that again, gaslighting is also a part of the BDSM world when you have a weak individual who feels like they have to have that control in dominating another. Now, and sometimes if a person is not confident or strong or believe in themselves, which a lot, 90% of the women that walk this earth are not, it is easy to manipulate and gaslight on them. And make them have that, what is it called? Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm Syndrome.
You already said, oh my God, it's R. Kelly. Then you say, oh my God, he's the Pied Piper. What the fuck is the Pied Piper? Come on, people. What the fuck did the Pied Piper really do?
He played a tune.
He played a tune, and the mice followed. Like they were like, ooh, ooh, right? Okay. So again, what do you think why do you think he's calling himself the Pied Piper? Common fucking sense. Right. We knew what was going on. We knew over 10 years. We knew back in the 90s that this man loved women. We knew he didn't give a damn what the age limit was because we knew back then Aaliyah was what, 14, 15, 16?
We just loved her and we loved him and they were popular at the same time. It's kind of like a Jay-Z Beyonce thing.
But society then, that society then thought it was okay.
Right.
I mean, there were few people that had an issue with it, but most people were okay. Why? Because our history teaches us that a child becomes a woman at the age of 13. Right. So previously in the past, children were married off at the age of 13. Even now in most countries, you get these 11, 12, and 13-year-old girls being married to fucking 80-year-old men. How sick is that?
So on that note, I just finished talking about this earlier. I was at work. There's an older gentleman that works for me, and when I tell you he is like 80-something years old, and these 20-something-year-old girls, as he walks down the hallway, are just all over him, and I question how many of them genuinely actually like him. Now, he's a charming fucking man. I mean, he's an old man, but he's charming as fuck. He's funny as hell. He's cute. You know what I mean? Like, but not enough that I would like try to holler. But because he's like old enough to be my grandfather. But
worms.
I watched these girls, these young women. Now, the older women that dote over him, like, he's attractive and he's single. I can understand some of the women that are in their 50s and 60s, maybe, you know what I mean? But, like, I see 20-something-year-old women trying to, like, create a relationship with this old man. Like, old man. Like, shuffles when he walks, old man. You know what I mean? Adorable old man, but still an old man. I mean, somebody probably 60 years her senior.
See, and
do you think that there are young women, young girls that actually, I mean, like, not that they just dating because they like the things that older men have, but they're dating because they genuinely like older men?
Yes.
Okay, and
that's part
like
of
even as a teenager?
Yes.
Yeah.
The same way pedophilia is, I'm sorry, the same way pedophilia is to people is that they're attracted to younger people, you also have people that's attracted to older people.
What's that called?
Yeah, what is that? That's a good question.
We don't know yet.
We'll find out.
However, I will say this.
You talk about your sister.
My parents have another child other than me.
Is she not claiming?
That I don't claim, but they have another one. Her whole entire life, even as kids, she's always liked to date older men. Because my parents' child has daddy issues. For whatever reason. So all the men that she's ever dated were always super duper older.
So she's trying to fill a void.
She feeling something.
Hey, that's what.
I just wonder because, like, and maybe because I don't have. All right, I might let Google say this word out.
What is it? Paraphilias.
No.
Which one?
That's
gerontophilia.
Gerontophilia.
And let me guess,
that's a person
attracted
with
to older people.
Sexual attraction to the elderly, to older.
That is gross.
So,
but I guess old people need love too.
So, but here's another thing that I think we try to put everything in one box, and everything can't fit in a box. Where some people taking advantage of, there's people out to take advantage of because you're young, they can manipulate you. There's some people, even at a young age, are very, very intelligent and know how to manipulate people, even at an early age, to get what they want.
Right.
Regardless of how,
I mean,
whatever.
well, it's self-preservation. We learn it from the beginning. We manipulate. We all do this. We manipulate situations to benefit ourselves or in benefit of ourselves. You know, not necessarily on purpose or even with malicious intent, but we're trying to preserve ourselves. Just like we probably wouldn't try to kill ourselves either. You know what I mean? Like, so allow someone else to do it. We'd fight back to whatever ability we had. We wouldn't just allow it to happen.
So when this situation came arise, I had did some research, but they kept on comparing him to somebody. And doing my research to this particular person.
Who would they keep comparing him to?
Wait a minute, I'm breaking down. So this is a gentleman, white guy.
White guy.
Get young women. Take them to his place. Set them up.
You have to.
Now listen to what this is documented. They couldn't talk to nobody. He forced them to have sex with other women, even if they wasn't bisexual. All of them had to have sex with him. But because he invited grown men to his mansion and he could pimp the women out and put them in posters and magazines, nobody never said a word. And people don't know, Hefner started off filming young women. underage women.
Underage women.
And nobody's over. Everybody loves him. He's the uncle. Love him to death.
Everybody loves Playboy.
Oh, wow.
I know several Playboys. And it's crazy because I know several Playboy bunnies. And
when they finally released, and they said the same thing. I felt manipulated.
They retired and they're not.
I felt brainwashed.
Right. Like I felt stuck. I felt brainwashed. You know, yeah, I wanted to be there, but I was trying to be a model. Whatever.
So further my career.
And that's my whole point. People, we put ourselves in situations that maybe we should. And again, at the underage, nobody's agreeing with, because I'm like this. It wouldn't be my daughter because I equipped her with the means, know-hows anyway. Now at 18, ain't much you really can do. You can say something, but you know what I mean. You're grown daughter at that time. But situation is weird, and my whole thing is, we knew. This is not a shocking.
So now he's under investigation, which again, I have a problem with this Me Too movement. This man paid you.
I think this, maybe your mic might be low.
Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Pull your mic up some.
Pull your mic up, like pull it up.
Okay.
Like up the.
Technical difficulties.
Here's the problem. This man paid these women. He damn near went broke paying these women. And I wouldn't say it was so much as hush money, but that's what it was. It was hush money so that this wouldn't come into life and harm his career. Now, as a previous victim of molestation and rape, I don't give a good goddamn if they offered me $2, $3, $4 million.
I would still tell.
I need your ass to rot in jail. I need for you to
rot
feel.
Under jail.
I can't see that. I need you to feel what I felt. I need for your manhood to be taken the way you took my womanhood. That's what I feel. Point blank, period.
What's this she's sharing? The ghost has shared something with me. It says here.
Wait, let me finish. I feel that I personally I personally want you to feel the same thing. So I'm not gonna take your money. You can't keep me quiet. So now, should he turn around and sue them for the money he paid to keep them quiet?
There was probably the reason. So I thought about that. The reason why the biopic probably came out when it did was because the statute on the statute of limitations was gone. Like, you know, contracts, like the buy-off money isn't forever. It's usually you can't say anything for 20 years or you can't say anything for 17 years. It's very specific, 84 months. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm thinking that the time ran out, so they were trying to capitalize. I mean, Sparkle came out with a song the same week that they started advertising for the biopic back in December.
Yeah.
So we
again,
already.
Me personally,
they're capitalizing on
these
the Me
bitches
Too,
trying to get coin.
They're
trying to catch another bag.
I feel like they're trying to capitalize on the Me Too movement, which is actually a very serious movement.
And that's my problem.
I kind of felt like, I mean, I'm still disgusted with what I heard. If it's true, I'm very disgusted. Right. I don't know. I wasn't there. However, the idea that it's a possibility that they're mocking, to me, making a mockery of the Me Too movement, which is a very serious thing. Really.
Somebody, and then they try to bring it up, like, out in public, right, so for everybody to know, hey, look, this shit happened to me.
Right.
These bitches are just trying to cash in on what the fuck they can cash in on.
I agree. Now, wait a minute. It's safe to say Jay-Z and Beyonce should be included in this topic. R. Kelly, age 28. Aaliyah, age 15 and 93.
Yep.
In 97, Jay-Z's age was 28 and Beyonce was 16.
So she was again. So, but then the age of consent.
She was the legal.
But that's still not okay. A 16-year-old. I don't care who you are. Like, you're not ready. Now, that age gap would have been fine had she been 26 and then the gap on top. Like, at this point in my life, I don't feel like there's a problem, even at 18 or 20, because there is a big, big maturing jump from 16 to 18 for women. I mean,
it ain't that big.
No, it's huge.
I got daughters, ain't that big. I got.
Oh, that's because our children.
We got nieces too. It still ain't that big.
But like,
it appears
bigger. For somebody who experiences it.
Now wait,
it's a huge leap.
Matthew says contracts have no time limits. And
who's the contracts have no time limit?
Laura. Yonder.
I know.
The NDA are expired, you think? Unless specified. I want to know how he got away with the 14-year-old and how did it take from 96 to 2008 to go to court? Because the parents, it was the parents. The father was still playing the guitar on the tour. They got paid. They wanted to get the back. They secured the
and that's what makes it worse because all of a sudden
I'm over R. Kelly. Me too, man. I am so far over it. You have no idea.
But we had to bring it up because it's a hot topic.
All right. So, are we done with this?
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm over it.
Yeah, I've been over it after.
I'm still trying to figure out how somebody fell in love with their side piece.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I tell you.
I was just curious about that.
Sex must have been above.
I think when we come back from a break, we don't have a break yet, but when we got one coming up, I think we should bring that so we'll be fresh in.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Well,
we also have like. There is no more. You didn't read my responses? I'm talking to a ghost.
No, I didn't see that. Sorry, I was just looking at.
And when we come back,
I responded to you. I always respond.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna get into the hard topic of falling in love with a side piece.
I'm in love.
And it happens like often, more often I think. Like, so you brought this up last week. I've personally not experienced this, so I had to research. You know, I'm a scholar. I had to research. So I'm asking around. I'm reading articles. I'm reading books. You know, I'm reaching out to other people to reach out to other people because I had to get some sort of idea of what the hell you were talking about. Fall in love with the side piece, right? Because like,
not fall in love, but fall in love
is always like the one I'm down for, like the bottom bitch. Like I don't give a fuck how many bitches you fucking. I'm always the one, and I expect to treat my significant other the same way. Now we can always add to the crew, but I will always be one of the originals. So falling in love, not just loving your side piece, but you were specific with your words. Falling in love, that means actively loving on someone else. That's a hard one for me to swallow. I just don't get it.
Okay.
Because for all that, we should just be a poly relationship.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Everybody has seen a person fall in love with a side piece. And
oh my God!
Don't realize it.
No. So let me try to think of some famous ones. Hold up. So I would say Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys.
You're talking real life. I'm talking movie.
So you talking movie?
In a movie, okay. Someone fell in love with their side piece in a movie.
One of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Funniest scenes in the movie.
Fell in love with their side.
Yeah, give us up. It was a black movie.
Yeah, is it a black?
Yeah, of course it's
black movie.
Okay, it's a very
black
black
with a side
movie.
piece. Right. Yeah, give us some more clues. Come on, give us some more clues. Give us some more clues.
Della Reese played in this movie.
Oh, Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Yeah.
Look, you're all like, oh, shit.
And I just watched that movie.
Baby, I ain't coming home.
Right.
It was all like 2 weeks ago.
No, I just watched it.
Hey,
baby, I ain't coming home.
I ain't never coming home. Kids for me. He fell in love with Sunshine. This nigga left his wife and his kids.
And changed religions. Remember?
He was Jewish.
He changed to Baptist.
Absolutely.
That was some good pussy.
Good.
She put it on him.
Amongst a few other things.
Right. God damn.
All right, like we about to pay some bills now.
Oh, we gotta pay some bills.
So when we come back, we are definitely diving directly into the topic of loving and falling in love with your side piece.
And we have our special guest coming in.
What was that? Ow.
Yeah, that was.
But not quite as. Ow. Are we on break?
No, not yet.
Why are we not on break?
15 seconds.
We got 50 seconds. If you don't
It
cut
does
the tape,
we look like we're losing it.
Exactly.
Like we're insane.
We're not looking good as a unit right now.
I'm sitting there looking soft. Oh,
Now we're actually on break.
Are we on break?
Yeah, we on break.
Okay, we on break.
All right, we're back.
Okay, we on break.
Okay.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
We need to relearn what it is to be these bosses and how we conduct ourselves as business-minded individuals and just people in general. I let my gut, and if I call it gut or God or whatever, I'm led by that energy. I know where it comes from. I know where it's, taking me, and you have to figure out what is important to you, and don't play this game. It's a game that we've learned to play, this chess game, and life is not a chess game. Life is real, bones, flesh, blood, decisions.
Make sure you check out the Artist Exchange Show every Monday and Friday at 2 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right. We're back.
We have some guests.
We're here joining the studio.
Yeah. So what these brothers introduce themselves? Start right beside me.
All right, Tay The G, the one and only.
No, hold on. Let me explain something. We're gonna break his name down, because I thought when I first met him, his name was Tay The G,
right?
Instead of Tay The G. Yeah, you gonna get punched.
Yeah, you turn your radio.
Tay The G.
Just turn the volume.
And not Tater G. Okay, good.
I like Tater better.
So did I.
Tater?
Like a tater tot?
No.
They're so wonderful.
Tater G.
No.
Yeah, that.
I mean, you hard on the outside but soft in the middle, kind of.
Hard on the outside, soft in the middle.
Food. You wouldn't want to be those things?
That sounds gay.
But you want to be soft.
But you're that way to a woman.
Huh?
But that's the way women are looking at you and thinking of your name.
I mean, a woman can call me what she wants.
Just don't call you late for dinner.
Yeah.
All right, and sit right beside Tay.
Yeah. DJ King Ray, Grammy nominated.
Oh, Grammy nominated.
Oh.
King Ray.
I need to secure that bag. You trying to be my side nigga?
We're talking about falling in love with the side piece.
Ah, okay.
See,
Makes
you gonna
sense.
fall in love with me.
Makes sense.
And then I'm really gonna have problems, huh?
You said you had to get you a boyfriend this year. That was part of your resolution.
I know.
On a bucket list.
No,
not a bucket list. a life
2019.
Oh, a life plan. Okay.
She's starting a new life plan of
She's trying to get
getting
hurt on air.
additional additional members to her.
I won't give.
All I'm trying to do is keep it 1,000 across the board. Oh, I love my husband. He's cool. He's my best friend. But I've had this plan in place
we can
for
just
quite some time. I mean, he likes it though, so I don't think it's gonna last long.
That's always
It'll
the
last like
disclaimer.
2
By the
weeks.
way, he's light skinned.
By the
That's always
way,
the disclaimer.
he is light
He
skinned.
likes it.
disclaimer. This is with 2000s.
Right.
Yeah, that's
All right, fellas.
borderline print.
Before we get to the topic, so
Feedback.
tell us about your project.
Project is called Growth, man. It's an acronym. Gain respect on what they hate. We just put it together. We've been childhood friends, man, and we just released it, and it's getting all types of notoriety. From a lot of big people. We got Solomon Childs wanted to do a remix.
Wu-Tang,
Just Wu-Tang.
Okay.
What else we got? It's a lot. I'm just swear to God. Getting like a brain freeze because we ain't been able to slow down.
I never thought it would move this fast as it did. You know, we released it at the end of November. And it's moving.
It is moving. January and everything been going. We done already got an award for it. We done already, you know, like people been reaching out. Your man, grab that photo.
Aguilar Don Bishop.
Aguilar.
Yeah, working on the upcoming
He did a lot of
collab.
music for the game, video game. Grand Theft Auto. He reached out. He heard the project like, man, we got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of DJs in pocket. We had an album release for it. The album release was dope.
Hold on, wait. Did you get an invite to an album release?
I didn't get it. I go to so many album releases, but somehow my invite got lost in the mail.
Yeah, I think mine got lost on the internet. Did yours get lost? Because I didn't get one.
It's Dr. Wren at salaciouslife.com.
I just thought it was Wren.
I better not ever lose.
You forgot the doctor part.
Yeah, man.
You forgot the doctor part.
Yeah.
I ain't forget the doctor part. This
But
shit
wait.
was hard to get.
I know.
We was family though.
We was in the play together. We was all in the play together. I mean, it was a good play too, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
I'm in that play now.
And wait, hold up.
Awesome.
Time out.
You wanted me to come back.
And wasn't me and his daughter best friends? Did his daughter say she loved me?
Here we go.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like,
I'm still trying to figure out, like, shit.
Have y'all heard the album?
Grammys.
Say what?
Have you heard the album?
No, because we didn't even know.
Oh my God.
Can it be shared to me? Can I post? Can y'all send me something?
Absolutely.
You know, give me a little write up on your inspiration. Matter of fact, don't even give me a write up on your inspiration. What was your inspiration?
So wait.
Just real quick. We can get to
Wait, hold up. We was not here for this.
Alright, okay. I mean, the inspiration was really, like I said, we were childhood friends. You know what I'm saying? We had both split our ways and we came back. And it's something that we decided to do. We always took an interest in music. Of course, I had a lot of street life shit I had to deal with, but he was still booming. So he seen me on my independent grind, so he like, hey, look, bro, listen, let's go ahead and just put a project together. He DJ, he produce, he do all that. You know what I'm saying? And I say, well, you know, I got Hard Volume 1, I got I Hate a Mixtape. I'm a little older, a little more mature, so let's call it growth. You know what I'm saying? So when you say growth and gain respect on what they hate, the truth. Nobody likes the truth. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I ask you something?
yeah.
And you may not know, but I'm just curious. So I've noticed, especially with mixtape names, people tend to use acronyms. Is that like a style thing? Is it maybe a Baltimore thing? Because I've noticed a lot of local artists do that here in this, or not necessarily in Baltimore, but in like the northeastern region, you know?
Well, if I say that, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't pick that up from nobody. If anybody got it, I would say they got it from me. They'll never admit it.
But I mean, how come we don't? Is it like maybe a sales thing? Like instead of calling it just, you know,
because
the whole thing out.
Honestly, it's too long, and it really take an extra brain cell to even take a word and you know, like utilize it. It's a whole.
I was just curious because, like, honestly, like, you would not believe. I listen to a lot of mixtapes. I try to. I can't help it.
We got to go on break.
Oh, we always have to go on break.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Well, I'm just saying, before we go on break, it's amazing how, a person get a little spotlight and
they forget
about the little people. I'm just saying, so we're going to go to break on that. Shut your face. This is not about you. It's about me.
We're on break.
We're on break.
Check out this flashback.
Right. To know that I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah. Drug use. It's crazy. So again, derived from the lyrics. Talk to me about the interpersonal conflict.
So let me say this, and I think that what I'm gonna do is probably challenge a lot of what we're dealing with topically.
Yeah.
Because to me, whether we talking about material things, drug use, or anything else, it's where we teach our young people to place value.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're not going to take the person that has been given the value system, and I know we're talking about young women, but I look at my son, I look at little Marvin, and one of the things, of all of the things that Marvin has decided that he would go venture into, one of the things that he's just completely stayed away from is drugs. Has no desire towards it, but I've never modeled anything about that being something. And when you look again, as we keep talking about the cultural aspects of things, we're talking about a culture and systems that creates a sense of attraction or makes this stuff attractive, in its advertising and promotion, whether it's the material things, whether it's the drug use.
Yeah.
But I believe that if you've put a firm value system in, and taught people taught your young people, your young ladies, what has value, and what literally doesn't have value, then, even, I guess, kind of throwing them into the lion's den, whether it be sending them to Baltimore public schools, because everybody in Baltimore public schools ain't coming from your household, whether it be being out in the community or going to their cousin's house who live in the rougher neighborhood. There can be the presence of that peer pressure, but we got to make sure that we balancing it out. So lyrics that are suggestive towards drug use is ridiculous right now.
Join us every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. for Conflict Resolution with Daryl White, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And then we're back. And we're back.
We're back. So I got an apology from my mans and them.
Yeah.
So I'm over
He
it.
said sorry about mistakenly, right? Inadvertently.
Right.
Not inviting.
So I'm over it.
So, but he sincerely said sorry.
He
And
did say he was sincere
I'm good with
about
that.
it, so.
And he said,
I'm gonna be good because this is the first time. So the first mistake, okay.
Yeah.
Once is a mistake, twice is a habit. Don't make it a habit because then you go get fucked up. I'm just saying. Slice tires, broken windows. I do all that, scratch up cars.
Sheesh.
Leave
well, because she does all that. I
You know that scene off of,
and guess what? I roll with a whole crew.
Yeah, she got a crew of them crazy bitches. I'm sorry, I'm not calling them crazy. But you know what I'm saying.
The bitch is crazy.
The bitches are crazy.
So it's okay.
All right, so we can get to this topic.
So, other than Sunshine, the best pussy ever in the world.
Mine.
Oh, Lord.
Are you Sunshine now?
Oh, baby.
You making niggas change guards.
Baby, change guards, change races. I do it all.
I just need him to change his drawers. Like, fuck all that.
That's pretty automatic. That's all. Let me ask you.
I like fresh balls. I'm
so light skin.
You You know who we're talking to?
I'm on to turn around, see who's behind me.
Yeah, ain't nobody behind the couch.
Yeah.
So, light skin, I'm asking.
Okay.
You ever fell in love or loved the side chick?
No. Actually, I've never had one.
You want
one?
I
don't think I do.
Yeah, I think I do.
Nah, bitch, I don't want you.
I'm with
your
it.
man right there.
I'm with it, right.
Yeah. I've never personally had one.
What are your thoughts on side pieces? Like, so there's this whole philosophy that side pieces, ease the tension of relationships and make things easier on the main couple and this and that. But then you have this whole problem. People are falling in love with the side piece.
Yeah, I've given advice to side pieces that I never knew were side pieces. So,
but it's good not to admit that you actually have or like to have a side piece if you are in a relationship. So
that's true too.
Keep it cute.
That's true too.
He's in love with you, boo. I'm just
whoever boo is.
He's like, by the way.
Yeah.
Swipe
So
right.
how did you realize?
You single?
Yes.
You light skin. How are you single?
Another
and you
disclaimer.
Got a full beard. Hold on, let me. I can't really see it. I'm just drinking.
Yeah, it's kind of patchy.
It's in it. It's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you shave up, clean cut, you cute as shit. I would consider dating you, maybe, if I was single.
I'm flattered.
Maybe. But you light skin, so I'm not sure.
It's always hard. That's hard to do around.
It's always the light skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just take it back to R. Kelly times and you would have worked out right, because light skin was all the rage in the 90s.
I was winning in the 90s.
Oh, you were.
You was probably winning in middle and high school too, right?
Yeah.
It's when you became an adult that it stopped.
Those were the 90s, yeah.
High school.
Yeah. But as far as side pieces, from talking to some and stuff like that, falling in love it doesn't sound like that's the intentions. Those are the intentions of falling in love. It's just something that happens because they always find something that they're not getting out of their main relationship.
So do you think that one thing or two things that
it's
are getting
that
from
one
the
thing.
side
It's not.
can
You got to think about the 80-20 rule.
Right.
In a relationship, the person that you're with can give you 80% of what you need.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go looking elsewhere, you're only going to get that added 20%.
Mm-hmm.
So when that 20% starts to increase, and they
away from
become
the
the 80, and
so does your wife or spouse become the
significant other,
right? Because you could just be in it becomes the 20.
Yeah.
So they become the side piece.
You got a girlfriend.
They kind of do.
It kind of made the main
it does happen.
Again,
side piece.
Again, I got another real life example. Peter Guns, Amina Butterfly, and Tara.
Okay.
Tara was the main chick. He wifed up the side chick. Still, that was a.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah, right.
That's spot on. That's spot
like
on.
I thought I was good with the
Stevie J.
Keys one, but she kind of took it to
Stevie J.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie J. Yep.
Oh no, Stevie.
Even early Stevie though, with the Eve and what's the name situation. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I don't know early.
But
like
that
I just can't understand how you can gain enough from a person to fall in love with them when you're only there's only a 20% to start with.
Yeah.
But I think to know when you're spending time.
So you're living in the honeymoon phase?
I'm about to say, I think they fall in love with the moment, not the actual person.
But they're in love with the moment from the gate.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
But when a person begins to expose themselves more and more, and you see that this side bitch ain't just some random piece of ass, that this side piece actually has
potential. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
What you was about to say?
Same shit. I mean, like you treat it as if she's nothing. See, but sometimes the more that you do with the side piece, the more she becomes the main piece.
Yeah.
And that's also the fall on the main piece too, because she stopped doing what she was doing to keep the fire burning. See, but all that still relies on the man, because you stop being that exciting man that she used to seeing, because you using that excitement over here.
All your energy going somewhere else.
I disagree.
Yeah.
No.
I disagree. And I'm going to tell you
I
why.
don't know if I could divide myself 80-20.
Ain't no
about
better sex than sneaky
Wait,
sex.
it's not about
Ain't no better sex than sneaky sex.
I agree.
You ain't gotta sneak with your wife, with your main piece. You ain't gotta sneak. Ain't nothing sneaky about that.
You don't got kids.
You
gotta sneak.
That ain't shit.
I don't need
That's what
books.
you gotta lock it in, not.
I got pocket doors.
That's not sneaky.
Pocket doors don't lock. So you gotta be sneaky up in our house.
She went to the store real quick. She don't even know what's going on. She went to the store. You got 20 minutes. And you listen. Sneaky sex is the best.
Okay, now
none of that.
This is what I'm gonna say. I disagree when you sit there and say that the middle person, male or female, is a part of the problem. Because not always.
Like the person,
none of it is always. And no instance.
What do you call that? Okay, well, wait. We need to have some titles here because I can't keep up. All right, so we have the side piece.
Side piece.
Then we have the main squeeze.
The main squeeze.
What is the person who's performing these acts called?
The finagler. The finagler.
Yeah. The finesser, the finagler.
So all right. So we're gonna say the finesser, right?
Okay.
So the finesser is not to blame.
Not always, because again, if you're in a relationship and like hypothetically, like take me for instance, I'm using myself as an example. No, I am not cheating. I don't believe in cheating.
Disclaimer.
Yes, I never cheat. I'm too honest to cheat. This is my husband. And I'm saying, hey babe, well listen, why don't we go to the movies? Nah, I'm tired. Okay, yeah, well let's go out to dinner. Nah, I want to cook something at home. I'm tired. So if he's always telling me he's busy, he's tired, and I'm not getting what I need from him, and light skin come along and say, hey babe, you know, let's hang out, let's be friends, and we kicking it, and this is going on, we're actually spending that quality time together, even as friends. No matter when I come home to this and I'm not happy because he's not giving me what I need. Now, he's paying my bills. He's taking care of me. He kissed me in the morning. We're having sex. But that intimacy is not there.
And a light-skin disclaimer, okay? We don't play second string to nobody.
Lies.
So.
Lies.
I know a bunch of light skin that have no problem with playing second string. Male and female.
See, but like I said, that's not always the thing, though.
It's not always the case, but in this instant. So,
Okay, so how long has it,
chilling,
hypothetically, how long has it been occurring, though? Because I think time plays a factor.
Because like all relationships develop at different paces.
Exactly.
Like because you have your, all right, so let's just say you have your black heterosexual relationship, right?
Okay.
Typically it takes about a year and a half to really like solidify that shit, and then y'all kind of off to the races, right?
No.
Now, wait, this is just in general.
Just throwing it in there. Okay.
All right, white people, a little bit longer actually. Usually white heterosexual relationships typically take more like 2.5, 3 years. It's just from research that I've done, right? Okay. All right, but then you have your gay relationships that are like 3 months. 3 months.
We in love.
That's it, right?
Wow.
Right. So there's a whole different. So time doesn't. Every relationship matures at a different rate, and then you got like dumb people on the outside telling people, "Oh, we can't have sex for 90 days, or we can't do this." So then you have these stalls in a natural progression of a relationship. So I gotta pull time off the table. Okay. Like I gotta pull time off the table.
So, but again, and it's not so much as when it comes to time. Like that was one scenario. Scenario 2. Now I'm all in love with this man. This man gives me everything, but his dick game on the weak side. So as a woman, I've been.
Don't look at me like that shit. She said hypothetical. You motherfucking people around the corner like that.
I was surprised. Like I was genuinely taken back because I was like, not Brahma.
These are just disclaimer, just scenario.
You got a lot of disclaimers tonight.
Okay, these are scenarios. So these are scenarios. So been with this man, love him.
Take a fucking wine from her ass.
Takes care of everything. But dick game on the weak side. Okay. Now I don't want to dispose of the whole man. This is a good fucking man.
You just want to dispose of the dick.
I just need to get a little hanky panky on the side, so my needs are being met.
Why don't you just buy a dick?
Yeah, not happening.
But you
for a person like me, I don't do that.
But you want to hear the funny things? I'm gonna say that's the main reason why most dudes cheat, because the sex suck at home.
Right. But you love her. But
Right.
you just don't love the sex.
That's it.
So you talk to a lot of dudes cheat. That's the one of the main reasons why they cheat.
I'm gonna say this too, though, right? I'm gonna say this too. Like,
Beat your meat, don't cheat.
This now.
She got the one-liners today.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry?
So you got the one-liners today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The one.
It's been a rough day. Like when I tell you a bitch is tired, it's been a rough day. So I'm just asking because I'm not a man.
You're a doctor, right?
But not a medical doctor.
No, but you got your doctorate,
yeah.
right? So I'm gonna say this. So you do a lot of research. Now tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know, but this is just from a male standpoint. This is what I believe.
So I'm listening.
All right. Men cheat just based off infatuation. Men don't cheat with their feelings. That's why when a woman feels like, I'm just saying in general, when you go to your woman or she found out you cheating, this and the third, you like, yo, I ain't mean it, this and the third, but you did it, but this and, look, I just fucking
like,
this.
I myself ain't mean it.
Yeah, it's so nonchalant because like, alright, so she got feathers, she got some big titties, she got pretty face.
So can I ask you a question then? Alright, because I'm the queen of fetishes. Before you go, hold this thought, because I just got to comment on what you just said, and I'm going to have to come back to it. I'm a queen of fetishes. They know it. Y'all don't know it yet, right? Yeah. So this is the thing. Like I have all kinds of fetishes. However, I can't consciously do something, even if I really want it, if I know it may hurt someone else. Do men not think before they fuck?
No,
like at all. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny.
Listen, men do, but it's given the circumstance. You gonna hang out? You
gonna have to? I need you to hold that thought. Alright, go finish that out. Then we're gonna end it out.
Alright, you out, you with your boys, whatever, y'all drinking, you trash, you shit face. Here comes the chick in the club. She feeling you. Oh, you smell good, motherfucker. Oh yeah, I do, don't you?
You smell just like him.
And she just straight grabbing like it's certain shit that sometimes
you just can't say.
If she wants to say, can I suck your dick? Sure. Some shit you just.
But you know what's so funny? So like, let's say me and you. Oh wait.
Yeah, we're gonna break.
We're gonna break this back though.
It's just certain shit you don't ignore.
All that thought, people, we gotta pay some bills.
Depending on.
I'm just singing in the background.
See, we know part of
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Woo!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to
Then what you're going to
this.
do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first
apparently
3 lights
happy
and then
about
take
it.
the next left.
I don't really
then drive
think
5
she's
more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the
Anyway,
right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at Stop Text, Stop Wrecks.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
My job is literally 5 minutes. Oh, we're back.
Are we back? Yeah.
Oh, we got
Oh, we're back.
We're
When
back.
did we come
Okay,
back?
You just came back.
Oh,
We just came back.
So, we're back. I have a question for you. So, Tay The G. So, if we were married, let's just say, right?
I'd like to see that union.
If we were married,
Maybe not.
right, and I went out. You know, we had the girls' night, that's what we've been talking about, right? We go out and we forget that we're adulting, right?
Right.
And I meet some beautiful piece of ass, because I always do. And I decide that I'm going to have this whole relationship with her, right? You wouldn't care.
As long as I get to join, goddamn it.
If you get to join, but if you don't. Because, see, that's the thing about side pieces. It's not a poly relationship. So, see, somebody's getting left out with side pieces. Now, with a poly relationship, we go in as a couple. Like, we would go out.
Right.
I would pick someone and say, you, and you are coming home with us tonight.
Right.
That's happened many times in my life. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about falling in love with the side piece. If I fell in love with another woman, so you ended up getting the 20% and Shorty got 80, you wouldn't feel some kind of way about it?
Oh no, because your actions going to depict that you fucking, so I'm going to start fucking. Like it ain't going.
So it's just gonna be a tit for tat type situation.
Yeah, I'm petty as shit. I'm gonna get fucking, and you might get dirty dick one night. Just because I know what you're doing. You think I don't know what you're doing.
Oh my God, man. Oh my
Man,
God.
we'll keep that shit abandoned. And look, we just see each other with, and y'all going outside. That's all we gotta say to each other. I'm going outside.
I tell people this all the time.
But here's the problem. When it comes to women,
but it's not like just fucking.
Wait. Here's the deal. When it comes to, let's say you and I were in a relationship, right? Now, you my man, of course. You my man. I'm your girl. We keeping it solid. You go out, you cheat, you fuck a chick, right?
Okay.
I go out and fuck a nigga. Why is it that you gotta have a whole fucking heart attack and act like a big fucking baby?
Right. Because men do, like I said that for women, I didn't even get to the man.
Are we on those terms?
Oh, no, we're not. You cheated, so I cheated.
But to go back to what you said, tick for tat.
Yeah, it's a tip.
So it's okay.
Everybody can't play the game that they're in.
My question is, you cheated. You went out here.
You started it.
Gave your dick to a female.
Right.
So if I go give
you didn't
my
even
ass
have the audacity to tell me. But I found out and I confronted you with it.
Right.
So I did the same thing you did. I go out and have sex with another man. And I come home and I tell you I did it.
You really like that nigga.
No, I did it. I'm telling you
No, I
because
fucked them.
you fucked someone else. I want you to know I fucked someone else. Why is it that men have this whole breakdown.
Well,
Because they want to break up and they want to act the fucking
men
fool
were
and fight.
born. Men were.
Said and I will punch you in the throat.
Men
were born what?
Men were born
to be crybabies.
Fuck no. Men were born to
be bitch men?
to have multiple women. We was born what they call.
Now you know
we
what's
was
so-
because alright, check this out. If you take one man's sperm, one time we busting up, we could actually technically every sperm cell we could impregnate every
Did you
woman on the
know?
planet.
Did you know that
We could.
women?
You know
there
what I
was
mean?
a point where women can impregnate themselves.
Well, I don't know nothing about dinosaurs.
Or did you know that that our culture speaks to a matriarchal society,
When
not a
did you create
patriarchal
other-
society?
Yeah.
That women would have honestly as many husbands as she could afford,
I
not
told
the other way
somebody
around.
that- I told
This is
somebody
all
that and they
something
thought I
that,
was-
that has
Yeah.
come into this like fantasy
Yeah,
of in the
that's
United
true.
States, but prior to what is it? How's it been? What 150?
200 years.
200. It hasn't been 200 years yet. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? Like,
You're right though, because I
but
told
this is the
someone
thing,
that.
like we live in a matriarchal society. Your grandmammy, these images are what's been imprinted on. Mama comes in there and ruins shit. They don't say daddy whipped my ass. They say mama whipped my ass because I did X, Y, and Z. Right? This is just the society that we truly live in. That's not the fantasy that we've created through social media and things like that. But that's the society we really live in. So if I was to say, if we were married and I was to say, well, nigga, I can afford 5, 6 more husbands because I'm bringing in that bank, would you be cool with that?
Is that your value?
That's
Is that the value of
but
you
you
as a
just
person?
said men were made to have multiple partners.
But you gotta understand.
I was made to have the strongest, biggest, best. So if I meet the next best one, he's strong and he's bigger, he's more healthy, I'm supposed to move on. Would you want that?
I mean, you're not getting what I'm saying though.
I don't think you get what I'm saying.
I'm basing this off of genetic makeup. You basing it off of money.
No, I'm based off of society.
You base it off
and
either or. It's not based off of the same
economics.
thing.
Okay, so
because it don't matter. Money. Now we get into something totally different.
All right, well, let's go to genetics. Let's go to genetics.
That's something totally different. I believe in money ain't shit.
Because both of those are off the point that I was trying to initially make.
Okay, why do men cry if a man can go fuck 10 women and you can go fuck one man and he'd be like, oh, what the fuck is like this worship?
Right. And then he want to break up with her and act a fool and fight her and fight the nigga.
I'm gonna answer this. It's not gonna be a popular opinion, and I've been saying this for the longest time. Men are way more emotional than females, and because we are like that dog in the yard. That's my fucking yard. Yeah. You do not come in my yard.
I can go in your yard,
right?
But don't come in my yard.
It's almost like a genetic thing when men had to go hunting. It's a territorial thing. I mean, nobody's saying it's right or wrong. It's just the makeup. It's like women have a certain makeup, how y'all do certain things. We can't change that no matter how much we try. Is part of your genetic makeup. Right. That part is embedded of being territorial. So men go out and do stupid stuff now. You got we do stupid stuff because think about it. If you're not strong enough to control your dick, because women that don't have a dick don't understand that shit has a mind of its own. Y'all think we say that, it really does. It be like you said, she walk up to you like, well, you smell good. If you don't have that control to be like, you know what, shorty, I got somebody at home. That's why a lot of dudes fall in that trap. Like, well, yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
That might have been a man.
It does take control. Like,
so you have to be able to be strong enough to be able to back that off.
Before you leave out, you literally gotta go. You better chill out. Don't talk to nobody.
Like, look, nigga,
I'm drinking. You're not.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, but again, I can honestly relate to that because
to be honest. I always have a lot of respect for my relationships, regardless, right? Yeah. I do. She knows it. I do, right? Like, if I'm out, I just won't drink that much. Or I just won't get that turned up because I don't ever want to put myself in a position to hurt someone else. If I ever get to the point where I notice another woman or notice another man or notice somebody else that I might want to fuck, I got to address what's going on at home.
I'm the type to take that energy from the club and bring it home.
You notice
girl,
something.
when I
Now,
get
I
home,
am that kind of woman. I'll bring it home.
Yeah,
we can have this.
Yeah, when I
but
get home,
I can't have this. You can't have this.
Yeah,
or we can have this.
You can't stop attraction. You can't leave every time somebody because. I mean, it's
you can be attracted without acting upon it.
Oh no! Definitely, you ain't gotta act upon it. I mean, listen,
if I acted when everybody I was attracted to.
Surprisingly enough, what we just
got
said.
30 seconds.
Surprisingly enough, we turn down more pussy than we get. Surprisingly enough, don't think because you're a woman. You don't think because you're a woman that you get more people who holler at you than your man do.
Oh, I don't believe that at all.
But there's a lot of women that's naive that believe.
I believe that because my husband don't go nowhere.
You know what? On that note,
no, he don't go anywhere. That's my choice.
I get it.
He
it's time for break. We take a break. We come back.
We always have to pay them bills. I'm just saying.
Like seriously, he doesn't go anywhere.
Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause, I want money, let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And they was telling us about
Violas. Viola's place. Viola is actually my sister's street sister.
Okay.
It's my street sister grandmother. Okay. So we named the spot. Shout out to Tisha, shout out to Nut.
Tisha, hey Nut.
And
I
they
like
named it
that
after grandmother, so it's Viola's place.
Okay, awesome. Tell us about it.
Well, Viola's place, 26 Bel Air Road. We just opened up. Right, exactly. We've done a couple of events there so far. Like, we did our sweater party for Christmas. Then
we didn't get an invite.
We didn't get an invite.
I mean, it wasn't my thing. I was just,
Okay, good.
So and then we had also put they put another situation, little party thing together, but we just recently got on schedule. So on Mondays and Wednesdays we're gonna have Zumba classes. It's gonna be from 6 to 7. Okay, that's one. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I don't discriminate. We're trying to do our bi nights, about
the LGBT nights.
Yes, our LGBT nights.
I'm not doing all that.
It's a lot of attachments. Yeah,
they added letters now. Yeah,
we gonna stick with LGBT.
QIS. RMP.
Oh, they added the Q, LGBTQ.
Right. I was. I prefer 420, but 720 would work.
Go ahead.
Also, Fridays. Fridays going to be high heels and hookah. Fridays over there. Saturdays, single Saturdays. And we actually
stay away from that. See.
And we actually have a brunch coming up.
What are you gonna have for brunch?
On the 20th.
Bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. It's going to be that.
You gotta have bottomless mimosas.
Yes, that's definitely going to be on deck. It's going to be fully catered by Hate Baltimore, Miss Kitty. It's going to be catered by her. Tickets are available. It's going to, $20 tickets in advance, 25 at the door. But it's endless.
I like mimosas. I like balloons.
Yeah, you like balloons. You know what? Actually, I don't like either one. I like Bloody Marys.
Yeah, so
I like Bloody Marys. Like as spicy as they fucking.
How'd y'all come up with the idea of
creating
spice? Creating this a lounge. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Violas.
You create violas.
Viola.
Well, viola.
Like French. But viola is an instrument. A viola. It's a bigger violin.
Yeah.
It's like the larger violin. A violin. Isn't it called a viola? No. What is it called? No. Not a cello. I played that.
Yeah, it's a viola.
It's a viola. Like I said it the
He's the engineer.
You know about that. I was calling formation. That wasn't even a joke when I asked me. Like, I don't know.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm asking. I was like, is it viola? Yeah. I can't fuck with you.
Yeah, but
you all close to me on the sofa and shit.
Yeah, so it was just to create more revenue, man. Like we are the village. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of the business that we getting started. Put our foot into this. I do the music. Did plays. We got movies coming up. I got like 5 movies coming up. So I don't know. I'm just.
Wait, I got a question. You got all this going on, right? Mm-hmm. Can I get $1?
I have a question for you from online, though.
I'm not gonna have it.
Okay, well, you got $1. You have $1 bill of some sort in your pocket.
You have. There we go. So
I asked the classic black question when a person say they got all they got all these bags.
Viola is in the violin family.
He's trying to create.
But no, on some serious shit, real quick. On some serious shit, will violas have a vegan option?
Good question.
That's a very good question. I don't know if vegan. I know there will be substitution for pork, but I don't know what there would be.
That's
vegan.
good. I don't need one. Right. But no, there was a listener who was thinking to partake and asked if there would be a vegan option.
That was excellent.
That's an excellent question. I mean, maybe I don't know how far out it is, but maybe it's
something
something
go back to the crew.
The caterer might be able to.
Yeah, go back to the crew. I mean, because that could still be implemented. It's not too late.
It's not too late.
And that was great. Whoever said that, tell them thank you.
Vegan option.
All right,
so
Jazz, he's gonna take it back with the vegan option. So we expect to see
do a party. We'll be able to rent this place up.
Oh yes, I'm glad that you said that because you can get Viola's Place right now because we're having a just opening special. You can get Viola's Place for 6 hours. Ask me how much.
How much?
For $200.
Oh. Ooh, that's cheap.
Does it come with a sound system?
All access to everything.
I'm need to holler.
Indeed, holler.
If I bring my side piece, you gonna keep it quiet?
I got shit to do. That's business. I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
I might just pay $50 for brunch. You
but what's bad is I got bitches that bitch I can call y'all husband.
Got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? Sean.
I gotta put this in my wallet.
All right, so that's a good deal.
Yeah. That's
well, you guys make sure that you give us some of your
cleanup.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you guys want to clean up your own mess, it'll still remain 200 if we gotta clean up after you say, oh, well, we had a party, fuck it, let's get out of here. This will be an extra $50.
Oh, 50.
So $250 if you don't feel like cleaning.
$250. We can just come in, do what we want to do, and just leave.
That's still cheap. Yeah, I'll pay the $250 because I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing this shit. I'll pay the $250. Like, you might as well take this off the
I'm about to just rent it out just to be renting out. Like, all y'all want to, you got hookah, right?
Yeah.
I'll bring some shisha with me, and we can all have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, $250. We all just sit there and
popcorn machine.
We'll do it Sunday. We can watch football.
Yo, I'm gonna have to come down and take a tour.
You're gonna not wear that hat.
How many TVs do you have?
That.
You can
Oh,
wear
no,
the hat.
no.
You can wear the hat.
I'm on downtime.
I figured you wore it because it kind of went with your outfit.
Oh, actually, we're still setting
He
up.
went with the hat because
So,
the
like in the
Yankees
main
are
room,
shit.
once you come in, we're actually putting up a projector. So the projector wall is about the size of this wall. So when you watch football on this TV, baseball, whatever.
I'm so sorry. We don't like each other.
I don't. Disclaimer: I don't even watch baseball.
What?
That's
even worse.
I just like
I'd
sports.
rather have heard you were a Yankees fan than you say you don't watch baseball.
I don't watch baseball either.
I just like sports
But you
camps.
don't
I mean, I watch basketball.
You saying that you don't like baseball, I can't even go there tonight. Oh my God. I think that just hurt. That hurt. You light skinned, the baseball cap fit on your damn head, and you can't take your ass to an Orioles game?
Nope.
I can't either unless they're playing like.
All right, so
but they do several times
we got
a year.
another
You
ghost.
would go.
We got another ghost in the room. Have you
Yeah,
ever fell
yes,
in
I'm
love
saying.
with
I mean, I know
your
the
side-
tickets are expensive.
Your side piece.
Do you notice? Look, do you notice that? You notice that glimmer on that ghost over there?
Wait.
He was like,
That ghost is sitting over there doing the mannequin challenge.
That nigga turned red. He like, nope. I'm not even answering that shit.
I love him.
That nigga turned red and shit. Like,
He was like, look, no, the phone, I have to do it.
He turned invisible.
I have to read.
That nigga went ghost.
Right. So we have a ghost in here who's like this, right? This is what he looks like. And, we're looking at, we catch contact here and there, and then she speaks out to him and she says, what are your thoughts, basically? And then he goes,
The visible
beat red. Mannequin challenge.
No, you didn't. No, don't do my man like that.
As he continues to hold on right here.
He's like, you cannot see me.
It is not him, by the way.
He's like, you cannot see me. This is not for me.
Well, I can say this. Because since I don't know, I guess some people have to keep their bullshit at peace.
I lost my bed.
I don't think I've ever fell in love with a side piece. I've loved the side piece. It was emotional. I think it was more or less the sex.
No, sex can be emotional.
No. It was missing the sex that caused me to be emotional. Not getting it when I wanted it caused me to be emotional.
I had a main piece that became a side piece. I'm saying a main piece. We had but I had to get the fuck away from that bitch. You feel me? Like
but
because
you didn't get
I know
all the way
it was wrong. But like
you had to break that 80-20. You had to flip that.
Yeah, because
but you didn't necessarily replace
the bad.
80.
Like the ultimate bad outweighed the good. Like,
did you meet your new 80 before you made the switch?
Yeah, kind of.
Damn.
But did you meet your new main piece before you made the switch? Or did that person kind of become like when it's convenient and then you happen to meet someone else?
Well,
I'm just curious.
Yeah, it was like I went single and she was still in the stable and then all of them was like in the stable and then
and you decided to ride another horse.
I invited like 8 girls I was dealing with at the same time to the same party at the same time, and I said fuck it and just see how
Pimp Daddy G
panned out. And nobody, I don't know.
Nobody panned out.
Well, no,
they all panned out.
They all
panned out. He said he walked away with those scars.
Yeah, it wasn't. But you know how I walked away with those scars? Because one of the chicks that came with one of the broads, her dude popped up there and grabbed her and like drug her through the street to the car, and so that took all the attention off of me.
It's like, thank you. Thank you.
Give me that bitch.
Right, like that.
So you just had a little divine.
Gina, I'll call you later, baby.
Yes.
God probably looked at the fact that you was about to fuck up 8 women's minds and was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let him do this. Let me just go in and
the ball wasn't so big. I mean,
so you was in the real life how to be a player.
That was real life shit, but I set my own self up because I said, I got tired. Like I was never a dude. I couldn't never stay real single for long, and that's not because like I need somebody.
Time out.
But
you wasn't single at all.
Right?
You had women. Then you got 7 more. There's no singality in that. Not a real word, but you can borrow it.
In a sense, I was.
So guess what? Yeah, obviously because none of the bitches.
You wasn't committed.
I just wasn't committed to move on.
Yeah, commitment is a scary thing, isn't it?
Nah.
That has happened
to the wrong person. Investing time in the wrong person is a scary thing.
But I feel like
because you can't get that back.
I agree. I think I agree with that. Investing time.
I've been with this man for 18 years. I don't ever feel like I'm obligated to be committed. I still feel like
you want to be there.
I'm free, so this is actually where I want to be.
So if you instill in yourself that you're obligated, then it changes.
It changes.
Changes.
But you're not obligated to do anything. Ever.
No.
Even after you're married, you're not obligated.
Sweetie,
however, you choose to.
Nope, that's not true. You got to think about cultural backgrounds. You got to think about people, how they were raised. And most people, especially in America, when they look at marriage, they respect the sanctity of marriage. There's
I have a lot of respect for the institution.
And I don't believe in marriage. I've been married for 16 years, and I still don't believe in it. Right. I do not believe in the concept of marriage. I think it's fictitious. I don't believe in the concept of monogamy. I believe that is a fictitious ideation that people have put on each other for control.
And it weighs on. Yeah, you're right. It weighs on you.
And technically, what goes back to piggyback off the marriage thing. Marriage is technically to keep another way to count on people. When you get that marriage certificate, you are not. It's almost like having a birth certificate and a social security card.
It's like having 2 murders happen at one time, and it counted as 1 murder.
It start tracking people.
It's like
and also is
a hell of a way to put it.
It's
I mean,
it's almost thought of being married as a trap, even though but I was definitely.
That's because
look at Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. They've been together for over 30 years. They've never been married, and they're the happiest couple that you ever want to meet in the world. And they said they'll never get married. But this marriage technically is only a piece of paper. I mean, legally is only a piece of paper. The marriage is with the union between the person. You don't have to. You don't have to go to a court to be married to somebody.
Now common law. I'm sorry, common law.
Here's the problem.
Most Commonwealth, there's common law.
No, not anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it's only
even in the Commonwealth.
It's only like about 7 to 10 states that have.
Well, that would be about the Commonwealths.
and they might be more like 7
But for instance, I love my husband. I feel like every day I get to wake up to my best friend. We pop shit, we talk, we go through our ups and downs, and yes, we go through a stale period, and we go through all the marital issues, but it's never a day where I feel like
you want to be without.
I want to be without. When I'm mad at him, nigga, yes, give me my fucking space, but while I'm in my space, I still want you in my space.
Like, don't go too far. I might get sick.
Hold your ass in the corner.
Right.
That's too far.
Right.
Bitch, you got to hear me.
I feel the same way.
And that's real. That's real.
But see, and that means I don't feel that obligation.
Right. Right.
Like there's no obligation there. So if I feel the need that I want to step, because I am who I am, and I refuse to be a liar and a thief. That's something I could never be. So I don't cheat. Because I would never want to steal away his right to choose. So if I'm going to step out, he's going to know I'm going to do it. He may not know when, but nigga, this is what's about to happen. You can either fix it or you going to let it happen. Now, I mean, again, I come off as bold as fuck. Let's be clear. but I'm real suave when I say it. I ain't gonna be like, nigga, fuck out of here. This is what I'm about to do. I might get him the fuck up, because you know. Yeah, that ain't happening.
And plus in that relationship too, I realized a long time ago, living by titles. If you have a husband and you have a wife, you expect people to have a certain obligation when they live by that title. That's my wife. So now you can't do because you're my wife. I don't fuck about that title, but you're still the same person.
Wait, you can't do
Okay, say for example, me and you married, right?
That's a big hand.
And I came to pick you up, and I picked you up late. You gonna cuss me out? Why the fuck you not?
We didn't have to be married. I cuss you out anyway.
All right. But if your friend came to pick you up late, they're like, girl.
No,
you know you be more
like you be like, bitch, what took you so long, girl? Let me tell you about traffic in this car accident, bitch. Oh yeah, and
take yourself. I'm just talking about in general. You see that a lot. I'm not saying just you, but in general. Whereas though your mate did it, they cussing your ass out, right?
Your friend, you like,
he's your best friend. He happens to be your husband, but he's your best friend. So
he's my best friend first.
So wait. So aren't those expectations still there?
No.
That's like one experience I had.
So Sully's my best friend.
Yeah.
If he was very late.
Not very late. Let's say 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be mad at anybody over 5 minutes.
Okay,
I'm thinking when I would be mad. 15, 20, yeah. I would be mad at anybody. I don't care if we fucking, if we not fucking, if we knew each other.
That's you.
You're an anomaly.
Yeah, that's you.
I don't like people being late.
We're going to put you on the show. But
all right, look, we got to go on break.
I'm always on break when I'm in the anomaly.
Gotta pay bills.
Yeah, gotta pay some bills.
Fucking bills. Where we go?
Adults.
Yeah. We can pick up when you come back.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it, eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Do you let?
You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money. It's unrealistic.
I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right. Like I was saying, she is the anomaly to the whole scenario, but truthfully, we do tend to put unrealistic expectations on titles. So for my marriage, we've taken those expectations and those titles out. What I expect my spouse to be is my friend first. So I should be able to talk to you and tell you things. I should be able to say whatever I'll need to say to you. I should be able to be honest with you, even if it does hurt. Because I want you to give me that. I would always want the ugly truth over a beautiful lie.
That's what I do.
Because once you lie to me, that's it. There's no coming back.
And it's worse if somebody else say it.
No, I don't mind. Now, if he didn't tell me, and I heard it from someone else,
Right.
oh, he gonna catch these hands. He gonna catch blues for a minute. However, if he lies to me, that is the end of everything. That is the end of us.
Why would you
I will
lie about
never
cheating?
trust you. Not cheating.
Just generally.
Lie.
Yeah.
You lie to me. Because once you break that barrier of trust with me, you can't get that back. Like, you just can never get that back.
When I was engaged, I've been engaged 3 times. The first one,
Have you ever been married?
No, serial engagement.
no, we called it quits like 2 weeks before the wedding. It was like,
I'm
nah.
just curious. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be like. I'm not judging. I'm just curious.
I'm judging. You're a serial engager. I done gave you a title.
Well, I proposed twice and I was proposed to once. Okay, but
Because they suck dick?
Somebody sucked your soul out, didn't they?
it wasn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But
I'm sorry. Please continue.
it was a period in my first engagement where I felt like the ring changed the temperature.
Yep.
Because she felt like, well, I felt like she had to act different to keep this ring.
Of course.
But that wasn't what made me want to propose to you. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean act
I didn't.
different?
The ring wasn't something, you know, as far as trying to raise the bar.
She had the precious.
She had the precious.
No, I was just curious. Like,
That's
when I
the
heard
expectations. Yeah, the expectations.
But she changed herself. She didn't try to change you.
Nope. But in changing herself, it resulted in her not being a wife.
Because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm a wife now. I'm a husband now." Well, if you've been with that person for 5, 10 years,
You've been a wife or husband.
Yeah, kind of. But people start acting different. They're like, "Oh, I can't do this no more because I'm married."
Why?
Why not?
Like,
you
I know what I'm married.
You got married with the same person.
Yeah.
I knew what I was marrying. Like, I knew what I met.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not somebody I might spend the rest of my life with, it's gonna be a fucking goodbye, not hey, let's do this again type shit.
See now, like, take me in for instance.
Fuck, I got time for that.
We be in the mall. I'm like, babe, she fat as a whore. See, I saw that 5 minutes ago.
Like,
Where you been at? Where you been at?
I catch everything first. Like I seen that already. Walk in. Or
I
I'm like,
watch
babe, she
slow.
fat as shit. You like, damn, she's
No,
fat.
I like to take in the environment. So I like to savor the fat ass. Or savor
that's what I'm saying. Like,
that
most
some
females be like, oh, you looking
like,
at that bitch over there with the fat ass?
Make sure I taste every bit.
Even
I didn't eat slow.
most of the straight ones recognize the blood before you do. Unconsciously.
Of course they do, and they watching you to see if you
Jump
gonna
over you and then look back to see if you looking.
They would even watch her ass, like, but you go look, and then she looking at you like you was looking, like, see,
and I don't, but that's what I'm saying.
Curious.
I believe all women are fluid. Now, I personally don't have that problem, because he already know that, damn, she fat. And I'm like, damn, you fine as shit. And he be like,
he alright.
No, he look at me like, what up?
You can do better.
I ain't got shit.
That's what back that. Not gonna comment on that. You never gonna get nothing out of that.
Exactly. You can't even say he got nice shoes, like nothing. Like I like.
If he got nice shoes, like, oh, he got nice shoes. I'm not gonna say that. She like, he look good. I'm not like, that's what you. I'm not into that shit.
Is that what you took from this? I like this shoes. Bitch, what? You like this dick? What? Like, nigga, I just.
You know, the only time. only time a dude will come at another dude's parents if you know that nigga's butt ugly.
Blatantly noticeable, like, yo.
Like you like him? Really?
It's what I'm
you start dressing yourself him?
Like somebody tied him to the back of the car. He drove down 95. Like ugly.
Like,
but you can't say that nigga alright.
Nah.
What?
Like I'm just saying, like.
She gonna look at you like, well, really? He is?
Who you bending over? Who's bending over you?
Right.
I have no idea what he look like.
Right. I don't know who you are.
You know the nigga that say, these nuts? It's no ifs, ands, buts about that shit.
When I was in high school, when I was in high school, it was these girls that sat in front of me, and they swore "Old Dirty Bastard" was the cutest thing. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, ODB?
That's one of those things that catch you off. ODB, right?
Well,
you see?
Say the same thing
See, that's
about
when the nigga be like,
Jay-Z. They say the same thing about a lot of superstars. And I mean,
Jay-Z isn't that ugly. Like honestly,
Jay-Z has hug syndrome. Jay-Z is so funny looking that he's actually like his features don't. And he has a lot of swag.
So name a famous person that's
like
a little
the
bit
way
ugly.
he is.
Alright, a person that's a little bit ugly.
A little bit ugly?
I heard female, they were just talking about it.
Alright, Craig Mack.
No, Craig Mack is all the way ugly.
No, Craig Mack was a little bit ugly.
But from what I hear, ugly dudes be winning though.
Look at Biggie.
Biggie was all the way ugly. Craig Mack was always ugly.
Craig Mack was all the way ugly.
Doing 70 and just in his face first.
Oh my God.
I thought Craig Mack was kind of ugly cute. I'm sorry, I did. Minus the bad skin. If you take away the bad skin, his features did not match. But he
his features didn't match. The El Dorado nose, like the weird lips.
I wouldn't have a baby.
So who else would be a little bit ugly then?
I'm trying to think who's a little bit ugly.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Like dudes, who
you know who I think is a little bit ugly? Kendrick Lamar. He's not super cute. He's just a little bit ugly.
I don't know.
He's not like, you know. You said you don't know me?
I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, you don't know what Kendrick Lamar looks like?
Wow.
What female would we consider a little bit ugly?
A little bit ugly.
A little bit ugly.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna tell you this probably not be popular.
Lupita? No.
Gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. The one from Saturday Night Live, the tall chick.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones.
I'm sorry.
She's cute ugly.
That's equivalent to your Craig Mack.
That's a Craig Mack.
That's Kendrick Lamar.
He's like,
He's a little bit ugly.
In that picture, he's a little bit ugly, but
I mean, he's a little bit ugly.
I mean,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar is a little bit
everybody
ugly.
has
See,
one feature.
even Jasmine said, I believe, no, Sean Paul was not ugly.
I'm gonna tell you, to me,
I agree about Kendrick.
Shabba was a whole lot ugly.
Shabba was butt crack. Shit just came off the bottom of my shoe ugly.
Yeah.
But these the guys that had women just passing out.
These fat ass had bitches passing out.
Yeah, that's what I'm
trying
saying.
to secure the bag. I thought.
You know, my baby mama had the biggest question. I maybe second guess myself. She loved Casey from Jodeci.
I like. I'm gonna be honest.
I said, what? Oh, wait, hold on, bitch.
He all weird.
I've always dated dudes that were funny looking.
Aside from him, I was gonna say other than him because you're like actually really attractive.
I like. That was just my thing. I really would never date like the fine dudes were on me, but I'm like, yo, I could never trust you because you look like you got a pussy hanging out your mouth now. Fuck out my face. And I would never date the real ugly dudes because I gotta look at you and not be disgusted.
True.
So the little bit ugly dudes are the dudes that
you got the engineer laughing his ass off.
that I usually dated because I'm like, all right, you cute enough for me to look at, but ain't no other bitch gonna want you because you ugly as fuck. So I prefer like my baby fathers. I got 2 baby daddies. Fuck out of here. Don't judge me. This pussy ain't new. All right. So both my baby daddies are fucking ugly. Like dead ass. My daughters, but my kids are not. My kids are fucking gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, kids are gorgeous.
But that's the one thing. If I ever get depressed, I can look at my kids and be like, well, bitch, you ain't ugly. But my baby daddy, like, one of them's a fucking total bum. This nigga's like 40, 50 something, and this nigga ain't never have a job. He's a fucking bum. But I was in my 20s. Don't judge me.
No, look,
He made me laugh. He had a great sense of humor.
I had a plagiarist.
Shit, I should have been
Like, he used to plagiarize books that I read. Like, he would read and find out, like, read.
You know, I hear that laugh from females.
Reviews of books that I was reading.
That's all
just to get me,
hot topic.
just to catch my attention.
Yes, and he, like, my daughter's father made me laugh, and he was a fucking liar. And we went to hell, and it was totally just ridiculous. And I had to drop his ass eventually because he's a fucking bum. Then my son's father, he's white, and again, don't fucking judge me. I like to taste the rainbow.
United Nations all day. We love them all.
He's a redneck.
Okay.
A racist redneck.
A racist redneck.
No, I beat that, yeah.
Oh, because he loved, bitch, I told you, I will fuck a motherfucker's life up. You hit me, we fucked for a couple months. And this
Now, when she first told me she was dating a white dude, I'm thinking, like, the nigga from,
like a wigger. You were thinking a wigger.
Either that or
what's
like
the dude off of,
Marky
Power. You know, I'm thinking it'd be, you know, Tommy, a Tommy type of dude. I see this dude, I see this nigga like from South Park. The fuck? What the fuck is you doing?
I cannot. I couldn't even imagine though. Like,
I had realistic expectations.
You expected him to be crap and
no, I didn't.
redneck, or what?
No, I did not. I did not expect him to be that way because when he courted me, it was nothing. His personality was nothing like that. It wasn't until he thought he secured the bag that he started acting bananas, and he found out that she ain't as classy as she portrayed.
So both y'all lied.
No, because the nigga got spazzed out, and I got hood right along with his ass and fucked him up real quick. But that's neither here nor there. So, and then like the dude I dated in between, he was Hispanic. He had like this really, like his head was mouth shaped. Oh my god!
What?
His head was ill shaped. Like he had like this really long head and this real big ass forehead. You see, like
I got big stuff looking at myself.
Oh my god!
What type of lineup is this?
Like, I'm just really not ready for this. Like, I admit, like I've only had one real serious, funny looking significant other.
Shit.
Like that I thought this person is funny looking. Now, Gigi looked like a chipmunk when she didn't have her makeup on, but how fucking often did I see her without her makeup on? That bitch used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and put a fucking face on before I got up in the morning. So I mean, she was on her
makeup on.
I mean, my bitch is a better lineup, I suppose. Not the bitches I fucked, I mean, but the bitches I've been in a relationship. I'm not gonna talk about myself. Because there was many a nights I had goggles on. So, you know,
the women, they got a mind of his own.
I'm just.
When it comes to women, I'm a dude.
I'm not. Wow. Thing.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the deal. When it came to dating, especially men, my standards on looks were not as high as they should have been, but I wanted to be realistic. It wasn't the fact that I couldn't get the more attractive people or the more attractive dudes. It was the fact that I didn't want them because I didn't trust them.
Right.
And I figured, nigga, as fine as I was, a cute, ugly dude would have been appreciative.
Appreciative
to have a bad bitch like me.
It was a cute, ugly dude, though.
No, you was not a cute, ugly
dude. I'm trying to figure out what is a cute, ugly dude.
Yeah, I need details on that.
Huh?
Yeah, what is a cute, ugly dude?
He's cute, ugly. He's cute, ugly. He is. I would have dated Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, so let's do this. For a straight guy that sees Kendrick Lamar, it's just Kendrick Lamar. But for me inquiring, what is a cute, ugly dude?
He's kind of ugly. Just maybe just a little off. Like he's not quite symmetrical.
You know who I think is cute, ugly for a female?
His hair might be just a little off.
I don't really find Cardi B that attractive. She's not ugly, but she's like, if that's what y'all talking about, Cardi B, she's cute, ugly.
Cardi B is cute, ugly.
Oh, there we go.
Cardi B is an excellent example of a female cute, ugly.
Cardi B, yeah.
She's cute, but she's got a few features that are off, you know.
But again, with a bad bitch like me, like my features fit. I mean, I'm a little thicker now, but my features all fit. I'm a bad bitch, regardless of how you want to put it, whether you think so or not. Especially, I've always heard, oh my God, you're so pretty for a dark skin girl, which pisses me off.
I hate when
I heard it.
Yeah.
Moved past it. I'm over it.
I got
But
different definition for a bad bitch anyway. Like,
but that's what I got. I'm talking about physically. Physically, I was extremely attractive, had all the right features and all of that.
Right.
So if I'm dating a cute, ugly dude or a dude that's not as attractive, you know, bitch, you better be fucking grateful. And if not, you won't catch these hands. Don't play with me. And you're not gonna get a second chance. And I'm a vindictive motherfucker. Oh, you wanna play bed? Bitch, I'm gonna fuck your best friend in your bed. And I'm gonna let him wear your socks and robes.
Lord Jesus.
That's a murder scene.
You know what?
Somebody's gonna die tonight.
Woosah, it's okay.
But that's how I was back then.
So how are you now?
Now it's different. I mean, my husband matched me in every way, including my
crazy.
So
let's not get that twisted.
And him being just as crazy as I am, I have to be creative with my shit. Well, I actually don't, because he's like mad chill, and we got like the best relationship.
We got 1 minute.
I talked to him, and we that'll be the end of the show.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the show.
All right, so we just gonna wrap it up.
We are well into hump day.
So
this was a great show, though.
This is a great show. Thank you for coming out.
We'll see you next
God
week.
bless. We'll see you next week with a whole new topic, but the same crew.
I would like to thank Tay The G.
Absolutely.
King.
Our ghost.
Both our ghosts in the corner.
We had a studio audience tonight.
Oh, that's right. We're a studio audience.
Studio audience. So thank you both for coming.
I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in.
Yep. Thanks for all your comments.
So, I'm gonna leave y'all with this message. If you got 80, don't leave your 80 for a 20 unless that 80 ain't secure in the bag. What you gonna do is drop that chicken dinner and find yourself a winner.
Or
lose that
just
zero
beat your
and
meat
find
and don't
yourself a
cheat.
winner.
I'm just saying. It ain't that hard.
Don't fall in love with the stripper. Because the stripper might be the best.
We out.
Live, love, and learn.
And we're back with more Cheryl Underwood Radio.
Thank you, super producer. And all of that rustling that you hear is my eBay that I've been holding.
So eBay back too, huh?
Courtney.
Yes. Well, listen, we have not gotten. We don't get paid for when we mention things that we use.
We should, but we don't.
We eventually will.
Yes.
And a lot of our affiliates, we know they can do sponsorship or they can do certain things, but these are not commercials. Nope. We're just telling you things that are happening, and we're really happy that everybody listened when we were on hiatus. They listened to Radio Theater. And they listened to the best of. Super producer, you did your thing.
They did a whole lot of listening. I know that.
Yeah, you did your thing. So don't forget the World According Show, the podcast of Cheryl Underwood Radio.
We've all been on vacation except super producer, by the way.
Absolutely. Well, that's because he need that coin.
I know.
He need that bag. He need that bag. He need that bag. And so we got a lot of stuff coming, don't we, super producer?
Yes, indeed, we do.
Yeah, and I think everybody's going to be really, really, really happy. Oh, do we have to wait until tomorrow to talk about a job loss that's connected to Cat Williams? Oh. Or maybe that's got to be part 2.
We can try to
it's a radio situation. We're making wait? Okay, we're making wait. Yeah. But right now, is Elizabeth Warren going to run for president? Hold on, Harry, before you say anything. Okay. Jim, can she do it?
I sure hope.
Because Trump could beat her.
Oh yeah, Trump would kill her.
Oh Lord.
I hope she does. His tweet, by the way, if you, I mean, obviously,
no, go ahead.
Which one? Hysterical. The 2 for 2020 or whatever it is. That tweet, that was fucking hysterical.
Funny, wait a minute, but then, but who did Bernie Sanders sexually harass? Isn't there a story out there that he allegedly sexually harassed?
No, not him. I thought it was somebody in his camp.
Oh, I thought it was him. I read it wrong.
It was somebody in his camp.
Okay,
Bernie?
Bernie?
Yeah, Bernie.
I don't think Bernie.